watching the fellows when they come in and seeing how much they learn every year. You have a gratifying feeling that you've contributed to having someone develop a career that's going to take them on for the rest of their lives.
You get a lot of that family feel when you're here that I think you lose at some of the other fellowship programs. It's large enough that you get the top experts, but it's also not so large that you lose that individualized approach. You really gain an individualized learning program. It's familial enough that we can adapt to everybody's different learning styles.
We have 2 tracks in the fellowship program. We have a 3-year track that's more clinically oriented. They spend about 70% of their time in clinical work and about 30% of their time in research. And then we have a 4-year track that's funded by an NIH training grant where they'll spend 2 years in research and then 2 years of full-time clinical work.
I think one very important feature of our program is the collegiality among faculty and fellows.
My favorite thing about coming to work, honestly, is when I get a chance to interact with some of my co-fellows. I've made some really, really great friends here throughout the years.
As a fellow, you can go and you can approach a staff or an attending about any questions that you might have. It's a really great balance for the trainees in particular, both autonomy and at the same time an adequate level of supervision.
Fellows spend about a third of their time at the VA Medical Center. It has really the whole gamut of capabilities. So the fellows really get to see complementary patient populations.
We work at both hospitals and we get everything from bread and butter, GI and liver cases, and also very advanced cases. When we're on inpatient, we have the opportunity to do endoscopy cases.
It's very important that our fellows have the right guidance. Early on in the fellowship, we assign them a career mentor. Then we have another mentor, and that individual will serve as the research mentor.
One of the highlights with mentorship from our program is that we have a lot of female faculty, which is really important to me as well. We do both basic and translational work, and we also do a lot of clinical research as well. So we have folks that are looking at esophageal cancer, we have folks looking at colon cancer, as well as inflammatory bowel disease. And this is not only in preclinical mouse models, but also with patients.
You'll have med students, you have residents that are willing to work with you. You have a plethora of people who are interested in doing research, and then you get to do all the synthesis of the data and then the actual publications and the presentations at the conferences too.
Another really unique aspect is that we have an inpatient gastroenterology service. It gives a chance for our fellows to work in the capacity as an attending when they're in their senior years. Folks that are interested in academics and also research, we're like the top place that you should want to be at.
I never wake up in the morning thinking, oh no, I got to go to work today. You're here, you take care of patients, you're involved in teaching and research and patient care all at once, and it just keeps you young at heart.
I think working in UH is a wonderful experience. First, there's great collegiality among faculty, among fellows, residents. There are outstanding medical students, and the size of the institution is ideal for this type of interaction.
You're going to become an educator when you come here for sure. So I think if you have an interest in academic medicine, you should come to UH and CASE.
Everybody pitches in to help everybody, and I think that's something that can't be understated, and it really makes it a pleasant place to do your training and complete your training. I've been very, very happy here. You really appreciate the training that you had because you're equipped to handle any kind of situation.
Our goal is to teach the future academicians that will be leaders in the field of academic gastroenterology.